It's big dog season, and you can't stay still because you want it. Talk that talk, George. You still scraping your plate because you're hungry. Talk that talk.
Tonight, a community grieving after deputies say a man went on a rampage, killing 3 people, including his own mother and cousin. It happened 24 hours ago at 3 separate locations in Palmetto and Bradenton. And this is Nightside. I'm Dave Wagner.
And I'm Carolina Lee. Just hours into the rampage, authorities caught him near the Georgia border with intentions of killing an ex-girlfriend.
And tonight, deputies say he died in a shootout with them.
10 Tampa Bay's Miguel Octavio joins us live from the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. Miguel, it wasn't the accused shooter's first run-in with law enforcement.
Yeah, Javontee Brice already had a history of domestic battery in the past, and it appears he posted updates on his Facebook throughout this alleged killing spree. Tonight, some of his own family members must be laid to rest after deputies say he killed them.
Sitting at 33 with injuries at Motel 6.
Shots fired at the Motel 6 in Bradenton.
There was a female that was shot in the back and neck.
Deputies say it was here where 28-year-old Javontee Brice shot and killed his own mother. Minutes later, they say he shot his cousin in Palmetto, then again in Bradenton, where he killed a partner of an ex-girlfriend.
Our prayers go out to the families.
Tonight, deputies shared the names of the people killed. Brice's mother, Tidimaisha Scott, his cousin, Sequoia Starquez Jonquila Brice, and Jarrell Carter, a partner of an ex. The sheriff believes Brice was on his way to kill another ex-girlfriend. He appeared to post on Facebook throughout the night. This one tagged his cousin, writing, "I love you, see you in hell." Another wrote, "Pig, I love you, but you had to go."
We don't know why he chose to kill.
The sheriff believes the post could be key to knowing the motive. Last September, a police report states Brice struck a woman in the face and also strangled her. In 2021, a petition for a risk protection order was filed. A detective believed Brice posed a threat to himself and others.
It is awful and tragic, and it happens way too frequently.
Mindy Murphy is the president of the Spring of Tampa Bay, which supports domestic violence survivors. She wants them to know help is out there.
But it is not your fault, and there are services available. So please don't wait until it's too late. My heart goes out to this family. They've lost so many loved ones.
Now, the sheriff adds there was also another person with Brice, a woman inside the car when he was pulled over. We are working to learn more about her role in that alleged kill out over there, but police say she is cooperating in this investigation. Live in Bradenton, Miguel Octavio at 10 Tampa Bay.
Good evening, I'm Keith Cate.
I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us. The man accused of murdering his mother, cousin, and another woman Monday night in Manatee County had a history of domestic violence.
Javontee Brice died later that day in a shootout with deputies. But could the killing spree have been stopped? Well, tonight we are looking into Brice's background. News Channel 8's Marilyn Parker joining us live from Manatee County with the story. And Marilyn, you've learned a little bit more about this man.
Yes, Javontee Brice had quite a few run-ins with law enforcement, and we're seeing a pattern in those court documents, but the question remains, could something have been done to prevent Monday night's tragic shootings? Javontee Brice was posting on Facebook before deputies say he shot and killed his mother, cousin, and another woman Monday night. The father of 12 did something similar in 2021. According to this protection order, he posted on Facebook, "I love my babies. A lot of people don't know what I've been through or going through, but it's the last straw." Then it says he shot himself. He was Baker acted. Attorney Jennifer Strove points out the protection order expired in 2023.
It's hard to say if that risk protection order would have actually helped in this situation. Unfortunately, there are not a lot of long-term resources for someone for mental health help.
Danielle Wondrak is the program manager at Blue Butterfly Family Grief Center. We spoke with her knowing there are children and families impacted by this tragedy.
It's okay to remember the good times we had with that person, and it's still okay to be mad at them for the bad choice that they made. And over time, we have to use that as an example of, this isn't behavior that we want to use again.
And when we went to one of the shooting locations, I spoke with the man and he was in tears. He asked for prayers and privacy, saying that right now they're just focusing on the kids. If you or your family needs grief counseling, we put a few resources in this story on WFLA.com. We're live in Manatee County. Marilyn Parker, 8 on your side.
This is going to be a quick video. Today is Friday, July 5th. The year is 2024. This is a kind of an older story, but about 2 weeks ago, maybe a little less than 2 weeks, where a man shot and killed 3 women. His mother, he shot them in 1 hour and posted about it on his Instagram, his Facebook page. Javontee Brice, he was 28 years of age. He shot and killed his mother, his cousin, his ex-girlfriend's new partner. His ex-girlfriend's new partner, which I'm confused, was that a woman that he killed? I'm not sure if that was a woman. Maybe it was 3 women. I'm not too sure. Was it a guy? I don't know. But he killed these women. This man is the father of 12 children. You know, I've talked about mental health issues in our community. Previously, this man tried to kill himself. He tried to shoot and kill himself, and was not successful with that. But this time around, he was successful with killing his mother, who was staying in a hotel. Obviously, she lived with him, and then she realized this man was having some mental health issues and was off his medications and would not get help. And so the problem was he wanted to see his children, is what they were saying. He wanted to see his kids, and they wouldn't let him see his kids because he was not mentally sound. And so he got angry and decided that he would kill his mother and these other people. The crazy part is that I'm sure these people knew that this man had some serious mental health problems, and probably since he was a little kid. And I can imagine the 12 children that he has birthed into this world. Some of them are probably also suffering from the same mental health issues this man had. And then 28 years of age with 12 children, that's a lot of kids for someone so young at 28. But this is a devastating story to me because, y'all, I keep discussing, there's an epidemic of mentally men in our communities who are not well. Black men who are not doing very well mentally. They're sick, and they're not getting any of the help that they need. The community, and some of y'all say like the community, well, first off, y'all have to remember, well, just go on to Facebook and Instagram, or particularly Facebook. I've read with these parents with all these long threads where people don't want to acknowledge, or they don't want to give their children medications to help them deal with their mental health issues. They don't want to. I've read so much crazy stuff over the years on Instagram, on Facebook in particular, about parents not wanting to medicate their children when they know these kids, these men, these boys have mental health problems. I have friends who work with Atlanta public schools and the DeKalb County school system who say these kids, these parents, they tried to tell these parents that these kids have serious mental health issues and problems, and these parents don't want to put them on medication. They can't force them to put them on medication or make them get the mental health treatment they need. These kids become adults, and violent adults, we might add. So, you know, at some point, if the black community doesn't wish to acknowledge that there are some serious mental health issues within our community that are going untreated, undiagnosed, and undealt with, we're going to continue to see a lot of violence that we see. A lot of this violence that we see in our community is because we have a lot of people who need to be who are dealing with serious mental health issues that are just being untreated, possibly undiagnosed, undealt with, unmedicated, or they can't get the medication. Maybe they're not taking. I mean, every single day we see these stories in our community. Every day, and it's been going on for years. This isn't new. This is not something that just popped up. I think social media and the media and the internet has helped us see this more aggressively, but this has been going on for a long time. And if these men, and this is a serious problem with black men, it's a lot more serious than what people are willing to accept. And we have ignored it and not dealt with it. And it's unfortunate that there are so many men out here, so many black men suffer from severe mental health issues. I don't even know what to say because we just want to ignore it. I read the comments under my videos and I see what people say, everything ain't mental health. These niggas are insane. These niggas crazy. And if we keep ignoring it and not acknowledging it, then how can we force people to get the help that they need? How can we force parents to get their kids the help that they need so they can have a normal life? A lot of this stuff can be fixed, but if we keep ignoring it and act like it doesn't exist or not want to acknowledge it, then, welcome to Niggerville, y'all. But the niggas are very sick. And something very bizarre about black people not wanting to take medications or not wanting to go to doctors. And it's just very odd to me. I've known I've had high blood pressure since I was 16 years of age. I am 54. I have been on blood pressure medication most of my life. I take my medications because if I don't take the medications, I would be a dead nigga over here. What good would that do me? Now, so for me, I know to take my medications and do whatever I need to do to keep my blood pressure down. And it's the same with any type of medical or mental health problem. If you need to be on a medication so that you don't hurt or harm someone, why not take your medicine? If you have bipolar or schizophrenia or any of these other mental health issues that are out there, and there's a whole bunch of them out there, that create a hellified storm inside these men's head. There's something about the black community and medicine and doctor's appointments, and we just don't want to acknowledge it or get treatment. It's just scary to me. So, I mean, I see it in my nephew's he has my youngest nephew, that boy's crazy. He can't come over here. That man has some serious mental health issues, and this has been going on for years. And it started when my sister wouldn't get the help that she needed, and she wouldn't go get him the help that he needed. My sister's not here no more because she didn't want to take her blood pressure medicine, and she ended up on dialysis. And then later on, she died from kidney failure. She stopped going to dialysis after she'd been on dialysis for over a decade. She stopped. She just didn't want to go anymore. She was tired. 3 days later, she was dead. We didn't even know. Nobody knew she had stopped going. She just didn't go. I think that was part of my sister's mental health journey. My sister Mia wasn't well. She just wasn't. I knew me and my sister wasn't well when we were in high school together. When she pulled a gun on my mother. And then that was ignored. I mean, this was back in late 70s, early 80s when that happened. And my sister immediately should have been gotten some help then. That all they did was just, my sister moved in with my aunt, Darlene. And they didn't deal with the issue then. But hey. In my family, there's some serious mental health issues going on, including my own mama. But anyway, this is going to be a short video because I'm hungry. I've been dealing with some other stuff over here this morning. I'm about to make me some breakfast, give me something to eat. I got a whole bunch of shit I need to do because it's Friday. Yesterday was a holiday. And I want to make sure I get a lot of this stuff done. But I just wanted to acknowledge this incident that happened in Florida. I know people were asking about it. I saw it. I saw the videos. I know it was a few days old. But this man actually tried to kill himself before. He tried to shoot himself before. And wasn't successful. They had to do the Baker Act on him. Put him to a mental health facility. They know this boy was crazy, and I'm willing to bet his mother knew this boy was crazy when he was a little kid. And I'm willing to also bet that some of them 12 children this man got some serious mental health issues that are probably not being dealt with at all. Sometimes when you're in the ghetto and you're poor, maybe that's the biggest issue. Just being in those environments and not being able to afford the help that you need. But we got the issue that bothers, what troubles me is that there are so many black men out here with serious mental health issues. Some have gone to college and got an education. They're still crazy as hell. Some are leading normal lives. Some of them are married. Some of them got kids. Some of, they look normal, but deep down there's something really crazy going on there with them. And because I deal with so many men and I deal with so many guys on a regular basis, I see it. I see it in the gym. I see it when they come and see me. I see it. I see it in my family. I see it in friends. I see it in associates I know. These are men who are not well and need help. And they're not getting the help that they need. And then all this violence break out. And they all know how to get everybody getting a damn gun. Or how did all these crazy people get these guns? And then we try to point the fingers and say other things. No, these men were born into this mental health issue, y'all. Let's just keep it real. These issues started when these kids were little babies and they suffer from schizophrenia, manic, all types of disorders that could be treated if they got the help and right proper medication, but it's just not being done. And how it's playing out into the severe violence that we see on the streets in Black America. We just can't keep ignoring it because we don't like it. We don't like the narrative. These men are sick. A lot of these men have some very serious mental health issues that possibly need to be dealt with, and then maybe we will see some of this violence go away. But anyway, today is Friday, July 5th, the year is 2024. I just want to do a quick video about this and acknowledge the situation. That man was sick. His family was sick. The father, 12 children at 28 years of age. That's a lot of damn kids. On a side note, I have a friend who's 34, 35, 36, or whatever near. His father had 30-something children that he knows that they know of. And I personally have a friend who has 12 or 13 kids and he's gay and crazy as fucking hell. Imagine, I knew him before he even had all these kids. I knew him back in the 90s. 90s, early 2000s, before he had all these kids. I don't know. Then all of a sudden he came back to Atlanta, moved from up north, came back and had all these damn kids. I'm like, what the hell happened? You knew you was gay back then. I don't get it. But anyway, I feel sorry for these kids that have to go through all this because it's just the cycle just continues. It's just going to continue. It just continues. It just never ends. These guys need help. They need to be treated for their mental health issues. And maybe we can end some of the violence that we see plaguing the Black community, plaguing our communities. It's just not well. A lot of these guys are just not well. Anyway, today is Friday, July 5th, year 2024. I'm out. Enjoy your rest of y'all's day. Short video, and I'm out of here. Bye.